Hi chess friends, this is King's Executor, and this is the first video to cover the Tata Steel tournament in 2013, which started on January 12th in Wijk aan Zee in Holland, or the Netherlands. The first game we're going to look at is Magnus Carlsen against Fabiano Caruana. Well, this is not the most exciting game of the of this day in the section A. Magnus Carlsen won the Tata Steel tournament in 2010. And 2011 it was Hikaru Nakamura. In 2012 it was Levan Aronian. And the Tata Steel tournament is probably the most important chess tournament, and it has a long history. It's been played since 1938, not exactly at Wijk aan Zee since then. I guess it's been played at Wijk aan Zee since 1999. And Group A is really the top grandmaster group. We have Group A, B, and C. In Group A, we have Aronian, Loic van Wely, Magnus Carlsen, Fabio Caruana, and other players, other important names such as Anand Nakamura, Anish Giri, and Karyakin, Peter Leko. Very well-known names for the most of us. And there wasn't much going on. The only wins were from Karyakin and Hare Krishna. All other games were drawn, and this is one draw, and I hope you don't mind telling you that beforehand. And we see a rather closed opening. I mean, with this move, we could have a kind of Maroczy-bind opening from a Sicilian, but we rather have a symmetrical and closed English position here. Knight g2 e2 was played before by Caruana, by Magnus Carlsen, and this is of course to have options later on in the game to break through or to open up the game instead of playing knight to f3. And we have simply normal developing moves. B4, trying to get a grip on the center, and you see this is a rather equal and close position, not much going on. And bishop to e3, well, connects the rooks, prepares f4, for example, or playing on the queen side. Well, as you can see, there are many preparatory moves, maneuverings, a little bit toing and froing, and now f5 by black. Carlsen just moves back. So this is the next move. We're not going backwards here. Rook to rook 2 to b1 was played, and knight to d4. Well, white is saying, I'm not afraid of anything, just move ahead, go ahead. The strong central knight is exchanged. In close positions, the knights are at least as strong or even stronger than bishops, so it's no problem to exchange it for the bishop. Carlsen takes on f5. And Carlsen is not at all afraid of any black center here, because the light squares are really in his hands here. There's nothing to be afraid of, nothing going on in this position, and this is pointed at with bishop to d5. Well, b5 here, saying two things. A, black, you don't have any future on the queen side, and B, I might have a future on the queen side, blockading your pawns and maybe pushing a4, a5 later on, and exchanging the pawns, and then you have a rather weak pawn, and you occupy the center with the rooks and try to dominate in conjunction with the bishop the a file, and try to attack the weak pawn here. Okay, first of all, consolidation. e4, still nothing going on. Carlsen plays f4, and well, in this position Caruana took en passant, and after several exchanges, a4, just proceeding slowly, and there's still nothing going on here. Going back a few moves to the point of which f4 was played. What if e3 here? Trying to gain space and maybe make white's position a bit uncomfortable. Well, then we could have a sequence of maneuvers, well, hoping for a blunder of the opponent. And now just consolidation here. There's nothing to worry about. Even bishop h4 here does nothing. Bishop has to retreat. a4 now. And well, if someone has a glimpse of hope, it could be white. Black has a very static pawn position. White has the better pawn structure, but if black doesn't blunder, and I don't think that Caruana, being the top 5th player of the world, even though he's 19 years old now, I don't think that he's going to fall for any blunders in this easy position. This could be the continuation, just blocking the king side, fixing the weak pawns on the light squares, which might be vulnerable to a white bishop attacking them. And now white really could try, this was the position, to play on the queen side. Rook to e7, preparing maybe an e-pawn push if possible. a5, and now black really has to wait, and rook to a1 to double the rooks maybe, and rook to 7 prevents this for the moment, so queen f3, and now bishop d8 really strongholds b6 square, and there's nothing for white either in this position. Okay, could there be an e-pawn push here which could cause trouble in the future? Well, not at all. White maybe could not be able to see any advantage in opening up the A file, so shutting down would be a good option. And if black were to push in such a position, he might well be the one getting in trouble, even though black could be able to penetrate. But look at the effectiveness of this idea. How to proceed as black? The H pawn of black is attacked, the D pawn of black is attacked. If queen to c4, that would be an outright blunder. We attack the queen, and now there's this nice move. And if takes, check, takes, and now you see the pawn drops. As you can tell, queen to e8 is not possible, so the pawn drops, and this position would be won. And this would happen if in this equal position, if black would try to push too hard. So that's why in this position black didn't want to get into a static position where he cannot hope for anything. So Caruana took en passant, and after several exchanges and consolidation, you see there's nothing going on. Okay, you have opposite side, colored bishops, but there's the pawn structure is too open, and there are two less pieces here, so you have no positional advantages to attack with an initiative, nor as white or as black. So in such an opened position, you have nothing better than to exchange pieces. And you see there's nothing, and after king g2, the game was drawn. Okay, this was Carlsen against Caruana. I hope you got something out of the game. It might not be a game of fireworks. Well, this is the problem that might occur with the English opening. That's why I advise you to consider the openings I introduced to you on my channel. But I thought you might be interested in the coverage of Magnus Carlsen's game. Have a look at the other games which I will cover from the Tata Steel tournament throughout this week. As this week progresses, I will cover other games from the groups B and C as well. And there's another game, Karyakin against How, which I will cover from the group A, and from today's round 1. Okay, thank you very much. Please leave a comment or and like the video if you did. Thank you very much.